About 5 years ago, I was leaving early in the morning, going out to the vineyards, picking grapes, working late, and my son, Luca, didn't understand what I was doing. The one day I took him out of school for the day and I took him to a vineyard and I said, now let's pick a crate of grapes. And we squashed it and made a wine for him in the kitchen. Ons het nou in die kelder Sinsou en Grenache wat ander tipe druiwe is, anders smaak as hierdie. So ons gaan bietjie Grenache en 'n bietjie Sinsou nog in jou kussie sit.
Everything that he does, he says it's to provide for his family. Family is everything to him. And I think that's the big driving force behind conquering challenges and stressful times. It's his family is sort of the golden prize to keep them safe.
He understands the whole process of picking grapes all the way. So if he walks into the winery, he knows that that tank's busy with fermenting. I have to punch down that one's in barrel, it's aging, that's in bottle. He understands the process. He knows what I'm doing here. His first year was only 1 bottle of Shiraz. So each year he makes about 20 little bottles and he sells it out. Look aan jou eerste bottel wyn wat jy gebottelleer het. Ek sien nie voor staan hy. Wat is jy op jou label?
'n dinosaur.
Het jy 'n dinosaur gemaak?
Ja.
En wat se ouma gaan hom koop?
To me, Pete is not like my boss. To me, he's like one of my family. I remember the first time I'm working here, I couldn't put a sticker, but Peter was very, very patient to me. He teach me how to put a sticker and how it works. And that day, I feel so great. I'm provided, I'm up. I'm so proud. When Peter is going overseas, he's taking a trip. When he's coming back, he said, "Oh, I saw the wine is so clean. I'm so happy because I know that is coming out on my hands. I know I can provide the whole world on my hands."
Peter's labels are fascinating, and they're fascinating purely because they break so many rules. They break so many rules of traditional wine label design, but they also break rules of graphic design. He uses initially what I thought was horrendous typography. You can't help but notice them, and that's the point of packaging. It's not just a single message. You've gone from being fascinated by the sometimes bad piece of typography or wine that is bottled in a port bottle or something strange, and your curiosity has got you to another place. I don't think there's any other packaging, in South Africa at least, that does that.
Something in my brain changed. When I started getting epilepsy, I got, in a sense, more interested in charcoal sketches, paint, woodcuts, whatever. So I started doing all these things.
The design judges looked at these labels at first and wanted to throw them out after day 1. After day 3, he was winning the Grand Prix because the designers had realized what he was trying to do. He was communicating unique messages about those wines.
The whole idea was always to tell the story about the vineyard in a subconscious way to the consumer, that he would look at the label and get some sort of idea what he's about to taste. Two years ago, I was sitting on a plane, and there was this guy that sat next to me. His partner's a brain doctor and he's into marketing, and they formed this company where they tap into your subconscious. And they hooked me onto this whole system. So then my wife and Julia took samples of all the wines from barrel. That was all separate vineyards. They marked all the glasses. So they served me wine without me knowing what I was drinking. I've got all these preconceived ideas about certain farmers and vineyards and stuff like that. So that was sort of gone. So they basically monitored my reaction to all 21 wine components. So they left with the idea that they're going to select the top 6 wines, and then they're going to construct the best blend in the winery according to my subconscious. So each wine, the top one, had a graph from when I smelled it, tasted it, and we would match these graphs on top of each other to sort of form the perfect wine. From there, we worked percentages of each vineyard that needs to go into this blend to make the perfect wine. And only then we revealed the varietals, the vineyards that's going into that. So the one that is from my subconscious, we call limbic, or the back of part of your brain.
He draws crowds. We go over to wine shows in England. I distinctly remember and thinking, jeepers, I've been so busy tonight and all these people coming to talk to me. And turning to my left and seeing Peter surrounded by people. I think that is a lot of his personality that comes through, that he's very humble, he's very positive, and he's very entertaining. And wine brands need personalities behind them. And I think that will always be a strong point in his business, that he is Blank Bottle.
To move from the small winery to the big one, the thing that astonished me the most is that we started unpacking, and we unpacked, and it just didn't stop. I had 186 barrels in that small cellar. So whatever you see in this winery, it all came from there. The biggest thing, I think, moving into this winery, felt like someone sort of released me from jail. I was in jail and I was like set free.
Peter is a very good person, very understanding person, very patient person. I come here, I never touch anything. Everything was difficult for me to do. Today, I'm working in the cellar as a senior to my colleague. Since I come here, I know how the process works now, how to make wine. Because my boss and Julia can be somewhere, they can tell me something to do and they can do it. We are living like a family. Our team is very strong because we understand each other.
He doesn't have to compare to anybody else because it's only him that's making wines that he likes and that he believes in. So there's no competition for that because it's just who he is. That's what's in the bottle. To everybody, it seems like it's this big adventure, and it really is. But at the back, there's somebody that's focused, passionate, and driven. And this is what you see is a reflection of him. He has put in so much physical hard work. I mean, Blank Bottle is 12 or 13 years old, and only now he's got his own space. And before that, he was just sort of running it on his own because it's what he loved to do. So it's not to impress anybody or to make wine that anybody else is going to like. It's all just, it's his heart and soul. It's his project, it's his gut. It's a continuation of him. That's what Blank Bottle is.
I want them to taste the wine on an emotional level. I want them to get excited, involved. I want people to ask questions, say, why is it called Confessions of a White Glove Chaser? Or why is it called Casting for Christ and Becoming Paul? I don't want it to be like textbook The nose is like this, the palate's like that, the acidity is like that. All my wines has got flaws in it. Every single one has got a flaw in it, but that is what gives it character. I want people to taste the excitement and the character in wines. If they like it or if they don't like it, it's not very important. If it's a 5-star wine or a 2-star wine, when they taste it, I want them to say, oh, what is this?